If you've been wondering whether you're dealing with someone who is avoidantly attached or has narcissistic traits, you're in the right place, whether it is a partner, a friend, or a family member. It's easy to confuse avoidant attachment with narcissism, but understanding the difference is fundamental for your emotional well-being. Today, we're breaking down how these two behaviors may look alike, but are driven by completely different motivations. So let's dive in. Hey there, my name is Daniela Moore, and I'm a licensed professional counselor. At first glance, both avoidantly attached individuals and those with narcissistic traits can seem similar. They may both come off as emotionally distant, dismissive, or even self-centered. But there are key differences to keep in mind. Let's break these two down, starting with avoidant attachment. Avoidant attachment is a type of insecure attachment style that usually develops in childhood. It typically stems from experiences where the child's emotional needs were not met consistently by their caregivers. This might be due to emotionally distant parenting or situations where the child learned early on that showing vulnerability did not result in the comfort or support they needed. As a result, an individual with an avoidant attachment style may grow up to value independence and self-reliance to a point where they may push people away when they feel too close. They often struggle with intimacy and may appear emotionally distant or unavailable in their relationships. However, this behavior is rooted in a deep-seated fear of being hurt or rejected rather than a desire to manipulate or control others. I have an entire series on attachment styles where I dive deep into each of the 4 primary attachment styles. I put the link down in the description for you to check out if you're interested in learning more. Now let's contrast that with narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD. Narcissistic personality disorder is a mental health condition characterized by a pervasive pattern of grandiosity, a constant need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. People with NPD have an inflated sense of their own importance and believe they're superior to others. The origins of NPD are complex, typically involving a combination of genetic factors and childhood experiences, such as excessive pampering or harsh criticism, which can distort a person's self-image. Unlike avoidantly attached individuals, narcissists engage in manipulative and controlling behaviors to maintain their sense of superiority and to protect their fragile self-esteem. Before we keep going, please like this video and consider subscribing to my channel for more content on mental health and personal development. Okay, here are some key differences between narcissism and avoidant attachment. Number 1, motivation. While narcissists seek to dominate and control to maintain their self-image and superiority, avoidantly attached individuals distance themselves to protect against emotional pain and vulnerability. Number 2, manipulative behaviors. Manipulation involves using deceptive and underhanded tactics to control and influence someone, often to serve the manipulator's own interest. Narcissists frequently use these tactics to maintain their sense of superiority or get what they want, regardless of how it impacts others. 2 common examples of manipulation used by narcissists are gaslighting or love bombing. Gaslighting is when a person makes you question your own reality or perceptions, leaving you confused and doubting your own feelings. For instance, if you confront them about something hurtful they did, they might deny it ever happened or accuse you of being too sensitive, making you second-guess yourself. And love bombing is when someone early in a relationship showers you with excessive attention, flattery, and gifts to quickly win your trust and affection. Once you're emotionally invested, a narcissist may withdraw that affection or use your attachment to manipulate you. These manipulative behaviors are not typical of someone with avoidant attachment. Number 3, empathy. While avoidantly attached people may struggle to express their emotions, they do have the capacity for empathy. They may care deeply but are afraid to show it. Narcissists, on the other hand, typically lack true empathy and may only show concern when it benefits them. Number 4, conflict resolution. Avoidantly attached individuals often avoid conflict altogether, fearing that it could lead to emotional exposure. Narcissists, however, may engage in conflict to assert dominance or manipulate others. Number 5, response to criticism. Avoidantly attached people may shut down or withdraw when criticized, feeling hurt but internalizing the pain. Narcissists are likely to react with anger, deflection, or even aggression as criticism threatens their fragile self-esteem. Recognizing these behaviors can help you better understand who you're dealing with and how to protect yourself. So here are some tips for you. Tip number 1, observe their motivation. Ask yourself, does this person distance themselves to protect themselves, or they seem more focused on maintaining superiority or control? Tip number 2, assess their empathy. Pay attention to whether they show genuine concern for other people's feelings or if their empathy only shows up when it benefits them. Tip number 3, note their response to vulnerability. Avoidantly attached individuals may shy away from deep emotional conversations, but they won't typically manipulate or exploit you for being vulnerable. A narcissist, however, might use your vulnerability against you. Tip number 4, evaluate conflict dynamics. Notice how they handle disagreements. Avoidantly attached people may retreat, while narcissists may escalate the situation to assert control. Being in a relationship with an avoidantly attached individual or someone with narcissistic traits can be a painful and frustrating dynamic. It's quite common to feel hurt, confused, or even trapped in these relationships. But it's important to remember that it's not your job to fix or change anyone. You can offer support, encouragement, and love, but true change has to come from within that person. They have to be willing to acknowledge their own behaviors and actively work on them. When it comes to narcissism, change is especially challenging because narcissists often don't see a problem with their actions. They don't recognize the impact of their behaviors on others, and that makes self-reflection difficult for them. It can be heartbreaking and frustrating to want so badly for them to grow, but they must first acknowledge the need for change, something that is often lacking. And for you, it's important to understand that you deserve to be in a relationship where both partners are willing to grow and evolve together. Empathy is powerful, but it should never come at the cost of your own well-being. So while you can encourage and support someone through their journey, always remember their transformation is their responsibility, not yours. It is your right and responsibility to protect your peace. Understanding the difference between avoidant attachment and narcissism can be the first step in determining the best path forward. If you're dealing with an avoidantly attached person, patience and therapy can often help them learn to trust and open up. But if you're dealing with a narcissist, boundaries and self-protection are crucial as their behavior is less likely to change. Prioritize your well-being, whether you're navigating avoidant attachment or narcissism. Self-care and setting boundaries are essential. I'd love to hear your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Check out the videos on the screen for more content designed to elevate your well-being. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.